Hello, Mikey O'Crikey here. Today I'm going to do some doodling, but first of all, before I do that, I just want to first of all tell you about recycled parsnips. Now you may have seen this already, hopefully you might have bought a copy already, or you may have seen some of the stuff that I've been putting on my social media channels about it. But this is my new book, Recycled Parsnips. It's a book of rhymes and doodles for non-grown-ups. As you can see, it says there on the front, and it's got lots of silly rhymes and doodles. There's a rhyme there about trying out for the Olympics and what different sports I could do. There's a rhyme about a cow and what he thought about the rain, or she thought about the rain, I should say. This is a rhyme about becoming allergic to cheese. Don't want that to happen, do you? And here's about beans on toast, my favourite meal. Anyway, lots of different rhymes. You can find this book on Amazon, or you can find more information about it on my website. I'll put some links up later. And yeah, go and check it out. And if you like the look of it, buy a copy. You won't regret it, I promise you. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a little demonstration of how I doodle using pencil first. So I start with pencil, and then I use a special program on my tablet, and I'll talk about that in a future video. And I'm going to do one of my collective memories, and if you've seen any of the stuff that I've put up on Instagram and on Facebook and on my website, I do each week a little doodle which I call a collective memory and a rhyme, and it's a little memory of a time that I spent with a group of animals. So you may know that there's such a thing called a collective noun, and a collective noun means the name you give to a group of particular animals, or it could be anything, but in this case I talk about animals. So I've got one about donkeys, and it goes like this. One day with a drove of donkeys I wove a quite fetching pair of lace undies. They were turquoise and mauve, and so fancy I strove to only wear them on Sundays. So that's an example. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a new one of these, and I'm going to show you the pencil sketch part of it. So I start with this, a very standard blue colouring pencil. Now it could be any colour really. I use blue. I start with this blue pencil, and then I move on to do the detail with a standard HB. This is a standard HB that you would have at school or whatever. I do the detail with a standard pencil, and then that's it for the pencil sketching. Once I've done that, that's it, and I'll show you, like I say, in the next video what I do next. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is it'll be two sketches. So for each of my collected memories, it's a rhyme of 4 lines, one doodle for the first 2 rhymes and another doodle for the second 2 rhymes. So what I kind of make it up as I go along, so I hope this is going to work. I start just by doing some very, very rough sketches, like lines and circles sometimes and curves and whatever, with my blue pencil. In this one there's going to be some pants. Now, there's a clue for what the animal might be. Right, I'm going to draw somebody with their pants on. I'm going to start with the pants, and the pants are going to come around like this, I guess. Something like that. That's going to be the top of the pants. Yeah, very simple. Like I say, very rough line, right? And maybe they come round the person's bottom like this. So this is the back side of the pants. So you're going to see the bottom of this person, right? So they come around like this, like that maybe. There you go, you've got the sort of rough top and sides outline of the pants. And then what should I do next? Maybe the sort of the leg holes. Is that what you call them? Leg holes, I guess is what you call them. Right, so the leg holes of the pants, and then maybe they curve a bit up like this. And then like that maybe. Yeah, it's about right, isn't it, I think? So let's Let's give it a little waistband. I'll do this in much better detail later with the regular pencil. Give it some lining around the legs, like that. And let's do a couple of legs coming out here. Probably all of the legs that I need. Put a little bit of detail here. Maybe this is the back of the legs, so that's kind of like the crease in the back of the knee. Maybe just a few hairs. Make them a pair of hairy legs. Just a bit more detail I can add. Okay, so what else can I do here? So maybe I do a little bit of bum cheek curve. So let's do a bit of the body coming up like this. A bit of the torso. And probably what I want to do is just a little bit of, I'm going to whisper this because it's rude, a little bit of the bum crack. Okay. So there's a little bit of the bum crack showing. Like I say, a bit rude, but we've all got them, so you know, shouldn't feel funny about talking about them. We've all got bum crack. So I've got my pants, I've got the legs, I've got my bum crack. Right, now, what do you think I'm going to do next? Now, I already give you the clue about what animal this might be. So I talked about pants, and that was going to be one of my key rhymes. So, any ideas? Well, I can only think of one animal that rhymes with pants, right? Yes, you guessed it, elephants. No, it's not elephants, it is ants. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some ants. And what do you think those ants are going to be doing? You guessed it, they're going to be crawling into the pants. Right, so ants. So what do ants look like? Thinking of scale, I'm not going to be able to draw much detail of the ants because, you know, this is somebody's pants, the legs, so they're probably going to look quite small. So what I might do, if you're drawing a big group of ants on a small scale, you're probably doing not much more than little dots, maybe some legs. But ants, they've got quite a big head, and then they've got like a small top bit of their body, and then they've got a big end bit of their body. So maybe I'll try and do that. Let's have a look, see how it goes. Just a head like that, and then a little bit of body, and then a big old bit at the back. Draw some legs. Oh, there we go. There's my first ant, pretty basic. Now let's try another one. There we go, head, a little bit of a body, and a big bit of a body, and some legs. There's another ant. That's good enough, isn't it, I think? And then draw a few more. May just quickly do these. See, that last one I've drawn there is actually going into the bum crack. So, with the detail, all I really need to do is just go over the lines and go over the bits that I like. So you can see there are some rough lines here. So I've got a very rough line up here at the top of the pants and the waistband of the pants. I'm not sure about those back of the knee creases. So, let's see. Right, so I'll start probably up here. There we go. That's the first sketch done. So what's happened? You can see what's happened in this first bit. The ants have crawled into the pants. Now I'm going to draw a person. And when I draw people, I start with the head, usually. And I just do a circle. I just keep doing a circle like this till I think I've somewhere in there got a pretty good circle. I will just do a little ear. So the ear's over here, ear over here. Very simple ears. So the hair kind of goes, quite spiky hair, kind of goes like this, and roughly. Again, remember that this is the blue pencil, so this is the rough bit. So it doesn't really matter if I don't get it quite right with the blue pencil. Here we go with the next thing, which is going to be the eyebrows. Now, they're going to be quite uncomfortable. You think about ants crawling into your pants, right? It isn't going to be a comfortable thing, is it? So it's going to be kind of uncomfortable looking eyebrows. So something like that, yeah? And then I'll draw the eyes under that. I mean, I could it'd probably be better if I drew the eyes first, really, but never mind, I've done it now. Now, when you're uncomfortable, you kind of, or you're in pain or something, you kind of screw your eyes up, don't you, a bit? And this is what I do for like sort of screwed up in pain eyes. It's just 3 lines, it's very easy. And then a little nose. So this character has a very simple nose like that. Not much detail on that at all. And then he's got his mouth like that, because he's kind of like crying out. And there's a row of teeth up here. And again, I've been quite rough with the blue pencil. And his tongue. That's it, that's the head done. So now the body comes up. Now I'm going to start his pants. Now you can see this is on a much smaller scale. Start with the waistband. It's just going to be, well, you kind of want to go like that, but then you want the holes for the legs, but I'll do that sort of detail with the regular pencil. Right, so I'll come and do the legs next. Now, think about the right leg. Where's the big toe? Big toe's on the inside. So just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then big toe, 5, back to the ankle. Okay, his second leg is going to be kind of up in the air a little bit because he's sort of dancing around because he's got ants in his pants, remember? Move on to the arms, and so for these arms he's going to be sort of coming down here and going, oh no, ants in my pants. He's kind of going to be grabbing his pants or something like that. They're going behind his back because the ants are around the back of his pants, because you can see they're crawled down his bum crack, haven't they? So his next one is going to come down there as well. Got very, very long arms. I think his arms might even be longer than his legs, which is a little bit weird. Unless you're a chimpanzee or something. He's not a chimpanzee. Anyway, so second arm coming down. There we go. That's good enough, I think. And the last thing to do is just a little bit of detail on the pants. Now, what sort of pants do you think he's wearing? Yes, of course, he's wearing Y fronts, because Y fronts, after all, are the funniest types of pants. Much funnier than boxer shorts, much funnier than those briefs or whatever you call them. When it comes to boys and men's pants, Y fronts are the funniest pants. The last bit of detail is just because he's got his bare chest, just going to give him a couple of nipples. Nipples. See, I said that quiet again because it's another kind of rude word. Kind of, not really, but we've all got them, like I said before. And just a belly button, less of a rude word. Anyway, there you go. That's the rough sketch. Now I'm going to go over with the detail. So there we are. So that's the first step to making a doodle from one of my rhymes. I'm not going to read out what the rhyme is. What you'll have to do is keep an eye on my Instagram or on my Facebook page or on my website. Keep an eye on those. In a couple of weeks' time probably you'll see this go up as a final doodle and you'll see what the rhyme is. And then probably in a future video what I'll do is show you how I then turn the pencil sketch into a final doodle. Like I say, keep an eye out on my social media and on my website. And if you enjoyed this video, why not like, subscribe, and come back the next time. I'll be turning this into the final doodle. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.